So now we're going to talk about our Bowline family. So we're going to talk about the Bowline strong side and weak side, and then with and without Yosemite backup. All right. Now, don't let the name fool you. Strong side and weak sided Bowline actually refers to where the tail ends up in the Bowline, not actually the strength of the knot, because if you look at the research into this, a weak-sided Bowline is actually stronger than a strong-sided Bowline. Now, it's mathematically almost irrelevant, but a lot of people think that it has something to do with the strength of the knot, and that's not actually the case, and I'll show you why. So I'm going to start by putting my loop in my rope, right? Rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree, comes back through the hole. All right, we pull, and here is my Bowline. Now this is a strong-sided Bowline. All right, now the reason why this is a strong-sided Bowline is because if you notice, the tail ends up on the inside of the knot. All right, and the theory here is that because it's on the inside of the knot, that it is protected, thereby making this less prone to potentially working its way out. Okay. Take that for what it is. Same thing, weak-sided Bowline. I start with my loop, rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree, sees something it doesn't like, comes back around, all right, pulls it tight, and there we go. This is the weak-sided Bowline, and as you notice, my tail is on the outside of the knot, or outside of my loop, all right? Now, when we talk about long-tailed Bowlines, right? So if you're going to tie a Bowline in the middle of a rope in lieu of maybe doing an alpine butterfly, right? So as you notice, if I tie it like this, now the loop is there without going against the direction of travel. My rope, if I'm pulling it end to end, doesn't interfere with my loop. And that's the purpose here. All right. Now, if I wanted to tie this with the Yosemite backup, all right, I'm going to tie my Bowline, and I'm going to use the strong-sided. Sorry, I was off camera. So here I am. So now what I'm going to do is this is going to go down, and I'm going to follow my dead end, all right? So let's say this is the part that's going to the anchor, through, and it's going to follow this around and back through as such. All right, now what this does for me, all right, it keeps my tail back here. So here in the loop, there's no tail, so there's nothing else. It makes it a clean option, and a lot of people like this, especially in rock climbing and canyoneering, because there's less stuff here to get fumbled up in your actual working part of your knot, all right? You can do this with a weak-sided Bowline, all right? And I'll just do this really quick. Now, the way this works here is we still want to go around, but what I have to do is I have to go back, right? So there's going to be this extra loop in here. So not as clean. And then I just have to dress this up so that, all right, and that's what that looks like.